welcome to my channel, Passion for Fashion. It is your girl Stephanie here with another episode of The People Have Spoken. Tonight's topic is a very juicy one. We're talking about people who cheat. If your significant other cheats, should you stay or should you leave? So first off, let me introduce my guests. We first have Mel. Mel, where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn. I represent the girls from Brooklyn.
Oh, all right. We have Joe.
Joe, how you doing?
And where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
All right, so we got Brooklyn in the house. All right, so we will just go ahead and get right into it.
Right.
First question being, obviously, if your significant other cheats, would you stay or would you leave, Mel?
Depending on how long we've been in a relationship, so I'll just give an example. If it's 4 years and we put time and effort into it, I would say I would have to take a little break at first to try to gauge out my feelings and everything like that. And eventually I may take them back, but only one time. I'm not gonna go for a second time. Because if you go for a second time, then once a cheater, always a cheater. And I'm not for that.
Like I said, having a relationship with a woman and any relationship that you have with a person, you want to make sure that there's trust involved in the situation. But if you cheated on that individual, oh shit, I went blank just now. I just lost my train of thought.
It's all right. What was you thinking? If you cheat on a person.
You know what? And I need to speak up a little louder.
Okay.
Okay.
So if your significant other cheated, would you stay or would you leave?
If my significant other cheated, it depends on how long we've been together, everything that we have involved, and if it's not, it's a little hard to say because a lot of things come into play when you're dealing with somebody that's cheating because trust becomes a major issue, and losing that trust is hard to get back. If we, like I said, depending on what we had children, we had house, we have a lot of things that we're involved with, I would definitely give it consideration. What were the circumstances for cheating in the first place?
Okay, so that would lead me to ask you, so would you feel like once a cheater, always a cheater?
It's a hard jacket to shake because once you put it on, it's hard to take off. You understand? But situations lead people to think different. People grow, people mature, depending on what goes on in their life at the time. Will shape our decisions sometimes, what we do and how we respond to situations. So I think that it would be hard for me to let that go. But like I said, depending on what we have invested together and what we built, how long we've been together, would determine whether or not I would give the individual a second chance. Because we're all not perfect.
Okay.
None of us are perfect, I should say. So we make mistakes from time to time. It's just that if it happened, I need to know, well, what caused it? And do what I can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
So you're not feeling as though it would happen again. Like, if someone cheats on you,
Right.
you don't feel as though because they cheated that's what happens, like that's what you do, that's your style, that's your MO, you cheat, you're a cheater.
That's not the first thing I assume because like I said, I need to know what caused you to cheat.
It sounds to me like you're blaming yourself, like what caused you?
No. What did you feel you were missing that made you want to go outside the box to find something? Or what were the situations that caused you to make the decision that cheat might be all right?
Now,
Stephanie.
once a cheater, always a cheater? No.
No. I don't think so. I do feel, unfortunately, I feel that all men are cheaters.
Wait.
I do a little bit. You might have 99.9% of the time. You do have that 1%.
I may be on your team with this one.
You may have that 1% who's like, no, I'm not cheating. Like, that's what it is. I love my wife. I love my significant other. No matter what we're going through, I'm not going to do it. I think that women also do cheat as well too, but it's an emotional attachment if we're going to cheat. For men, they're going to cheat just because they got a big boobs, they got a big ass, whatever. They want to get their numbers up, or they're sexually attracted to that person. They're sexual beings. We're emotional beings. Okay. Like that. So, but I do think everybody deserves a second chance. You probably made the mistake and you realize, damn, I cheated and I could have lost all of this just for this one time of passion or just for this passion that I have for that person. And it may not be worth it to them.
Okay, so I'm going to pose the question again.
Uh-huh.
Once a cheater, always a cheater?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, so they can...
You can change. I think people can change. Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this. Do you believe once somebody cheats that you should let them, like, you feel like, okay, they can come back into the house, they can have the same situations? Do you start all over? Is it just like, you know, bam, we back together, you cheated, you said your sorries, and you're welcome back in the home, everything is good? Or, like, how would you handle that?
Everything would never be the same. It would never be the same. You got to be on timeout for a little while. Like, I'm not cooking for you every day. Like, I'm not doing your laundry all the time. I'm not going to cater to you the way I used to, because it's not natural. You feel a certain way on your inside, so it's not going to bring you to do all of that just to try to keep you again. You're going to have to earn my trust again, earn me back again, in order for me to, you know, be the same. But my little eye, that third eye is going to be open all the time. Okay. All the time. All right. Even if I say you gain my trust back again, like, no, I trust him. He cheated, but I trust him again. But that third eye is always going to be open, no matter what.
You always, somewhere in the back of your mind, you're always going to feel.
Unfortunately, and that's natural.
Right.
You can't knock that.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you're doing something yourself.
Well, I do say this in defense of men. We have a stigma that goes along with men. Everybody stereotype all men are cheaters and then we run around. But that's not true. Just like cars and things like that, people come in many shapes and sizes and different personalities that go along with that.
Right.
You know, the way I respond to a situation may be different than, say, the gentleman down the street. Okay. So I believe that everyone deserves a second chance. But you have to understand, when you take that second chance, that you're being constantly watched and monitored. Right. Because what you did was violate.
Right.
So you can't expect to walk in there and think everything's going to be okay, which is the problem with some people have. Some women have that issue where they come and they think, oh, he's accepting me back and that's going to be okay. We back on good terms. Listen, there's a healing time. There's a healing process time. You need to allow that to happen, and people don't allow that to happen. Okay. And then so they're looking for everything to be hunky-dory back the way it was, and then that can in itself become a problem, because now you thought everything was good, so now you think you're comfortable, so you go off. So now, whatever the issue was, you're not addressing whatever the situation that caused the cheating. To find out, did you take the time to find out what the problem was? Okay. And that way, it'll be a problem. But yeah, everyone deserves, but everyone's different too at the same time. So be careful. Have your third eye open.
Exactly. Okay, so you're giving them the third eye.
Right.
All right. So, with that being said, like earning trust, giving trust, do we trust these people again? Do we not trust these people again? Do you? And then when I say people, I mean your significant others. Like, are we trusting them again or not? Like, do we want to say, you know what? All right, you've done this, and I'm giving you this second chance. Right. What is how am I trying to ask this question? Okay, so what is the point? Bottom line is, what is the point in taking somebody else back or taking somebody back if you can't completely trust them again? What's the point? Like, why would you do it? What's the point?
Okay, well, the point is, it's not that you will never be able to trust them again. You just need that time, like I said, to allow for the trust to come back in. You understand? Now, and if you're willing to take this back, it's obviously there's something important to you as an individual when it comes to that relationship. So you want to make sure that you give that a shot, you give that a chance. Because there was something, for us to get together in the first place, there was something that I felt special about you and I, as a team and as a couple. So I'm not going to give up on that. There's something there, but right now, I'm looking through stained glass.
Even though they gave up on you?
They gave up on me, but again, like I said, that's why I said the conversation about what happened and what caused it to happen. Whether it was something I did or there's something wrong with you or something that you're having a difficulty dealing with. You know what I mean? That discussion needs to be had.
Okay.
And if you don't have that discussion, it sets you up for an opportunity like that to come again. Okay. So if you have that conversation, the person, and from that conversation you can see, well, this person has an affinity for something, or something he's not missing. And is it something that I'm not giving that individual, or is it just something that they have an addiction for?
See, that scares me when you say it's something that I'm not giving that individual, because apparently when you guys were attracted to each other, originally you were giving them what they needed, because that was the attraction.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? Eventually it evolved into giving them what they needed.
Right.
But I think you get content.
Right.
You get complacent because this is your norm,
Right.
and you feel like maybe like they will always be there, like you know that person. But sometimes you need to spice it up. You need to keep things going and try different things to keep it, the relationship good. Because let's say it doesn't have anything to do with a relationship. Just going to work every day is like, oh, you just sit there and you just like, I'm tired. Like, let me venture out and try to do something else to keep the excitement going and stuff like that. On a everyday basis, like you got to keep yourself going and don't be complacent and get content with certain things. And I think that's also with the relationship as well. People get comfortable.
Right.
You get comfortable,
and you got to also look at when you guys met. What circumstances did you guys meet under? You know what I mean? If it was a situation that they were coming from a situation, or may have still been in a situation. Like, now you got to think about, wait a minute, when I met this person, they were still dating somebody else. They weren't completely broken up. You know what I'm saying? What were they coming from?
Right.
What made them decide to step out that box to meet me? You know what I mean? And like I said, people only tell you what they want you to know.
Right.
So you could have met this individual thinking that he or she was single, but had a whole different life going on outside because they didn't want to tell you because of whatever they had invested, and they weren't sure whatever the situation. So as I was saying throughout this whole thing, communication is a key. And when you meet somebody, and just say you're vibing, you're popping, everything is great, you're feeling them, and something happens that causes the person to, and like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be just the relationship itself. Maybe the person feels neglected. Maybe the person feels that the goals have changed. I tend to outgrow people at times too. So as you grow on in life and move on in life, sometimes your circle changes and your goals change. And if that individual's not on the same level with you, you're drawn to what attracts you, and will cause you to be distracted from what initially was great, was no longer great anymore.
So you as an individual, you don't feel like, you know what, this person hurt me. There's, you actually are gonna literally take out time to heal. So while you're healing, this is where, you know what I'm saying, those issues come in. Because now I'm looking at you like,
right.
Don't leave your shoes there, please.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Mel said earlier, how she was like, I'm not gonna wash your clothes for you no more, and I'm not gonna be cooking for you and doing all that stuff. So it kind of baffles me on what you feel, as far as trusting them again. Like, you know what I mean? So it kind of brings me back to my question, what's the point if you're not gonna trust them again? So, like,
it becomes
I understand you saying, and don't mean to cut you off, but I understand you saying, you know what, it's building based on what you guys, how you met, and things like that. However, I don't care how we met. Once you broke that bond, is it not free will to say, you know what, I'm done? Why would I take you back?
It becomes
I understand you saying, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I understand you saying, you know what, it's building based on what you guys, how you met, and things like that. However, I don't care how we met. Once you broke that bond, is it not free will to say, you know what, I'm done? Why would I take you back?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Obviously, I'm not enough.
Well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever done something in life and let's say you made a selfish decision?
Okay.
And you didn't do it to intentionally be selfish, but you were just thinking, you were thinking about yourself at the time. You didn't really think about the fallout behind it.
Right.
But unfortunately, the fallout hurt your mother, hurt your sister, hurt your brother, whatever. And if you sit back and you look at it, you go, wow, I really made a big mistake here. I didn't realize I lost. Would you want your family members, your wife, your girlfriend, your brother, your sister, to give you a second chance to make it right?
I certainly would.
You would.
But this is not my family.
No, but this is
Right,
not. No. But this is why I said no.
I don't owe you.
But no. This is a significant
I
other.
owe my bloodline.
No. But see, you heard
think-
what you heard, bro. You heard bloodline.
No,
But what I'm saying is that I also included your relationship with your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is that you're dealing with. They're now your family, so to speak, to some degree.
Exactly.
So you have a relationship with
It
them.
depends.
So
because see, my family. Here's the thing: when you say that, and I'm gonna let you go, Mel. But when you say that, my family is not gonna hurt me. My family shouldn't hurt me, even though family does. I'm not oblivious.
Okay.
But your family shouldn't hurt you.
Right.
But it's a different kind of hurt.
I get that. It's a different kind
So wait,
of...
hold on, because I think what I have to say.
All right.
Sure.
Take it up. Oh,
Wait.
go.
Wait a minute. I feel like I'm by myself out here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on now.
I think that let's put yourself in a situation.
Right.
You go into things you like, you know what, I'm not gonna treat. I love them, in love with them down to the ground. But let's say a coworker comes in and y'all trust each other, like you have lunch together and stuff like that. You're not going in like, no, oh, I'm gonna cheat. No, but you develop a relationship and everything like that, and things can happen. You could be the best, like you never cheated, but at this particular, I think certain situations bring certain things, and you cheated.
Right.
You might be like, you know what, it was good, like I did it, but damn it, I'm in love with this person, my significant other, like my boyfriend. I love him, and I feel so bad that I did it. And let's say they found out.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna ruin it again just for that one time of pleasure. I won't do it again, and I want him to trust me. So I feel like sometimes you may have to put yourself in a situation,
Right.
and then make your decision off of that. Would you want to get a second chance? Would you want that person to stay with you?
Well, like I said, if you feel that person's worth, you have to feel there's a worth for giving that person a second chance.
Right.
There has to be something there that makes you want to fight for that relationship.
See, here's the thing. When I love hard. And I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
When I love hard.
Right.
I give you every ounce of me.
Right.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like if we got this far, I've chosen you.
Right.
And you've chosen me.
Right.
Right.
So, with that being said, once you break that bond, we've developed a bond here.
Okay.
And once you break that bond, it's no hold bar. I do what I want, you do what you want. Once you go outside the circle, especially if you have not, told me or confided in me that, this is wrong with us, or this is why I'm ready to feel like I want to see other people or something like that. If you went out and did it, that's a whole nother situation. I'm gonna stay on topic. If you break that bond, then there's no reason for me to feel like, mentally the way I think, there's no reason for me to feel like, you know what, I gotta stay, we gotta keep trying, or even if you coming back and apologizing on your knees with whatever you got, there's no reason for me to feel like, you know what, I gotta trust this guy. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because you showed me that your first thought wasn't communication, and that's all it took.
Me. It wasn't.
Right, it wasn't me.
But I agree with everything you're saying, but then what about those couples that have been together for like 35, 40 years that grow old? You talk to them? You talk to them?
You should think about that first.
That's point taken, but when you talk to them, they're like, oh yeah, he cheated, or yeah, she cheated, but we worked through it and we stayed together.
And hey, to each his own.
Right, and that's a fact.
To each his own.
That's why it depends on what you're feeling.
My thing is this: if I can get past,
right? If I can,
if I can get past, every time I lay with you again, this person's face is not popping up, or me hearing you moan with somebody else, or me feeling like, you know what,
if I can get past that,
right?
That's why you can't come back and things are the same.
Right, it won't be the same. I know that you are capable of doing this thing.
Right.
I know you're capable of willy-nilly in it. You know.
Well, gotta remember, it's both sides, both female and male.
Well, I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
I'm
don't tear us down. Don't tell the brothers down.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I was speaking for me.
Right. Okay.
I was speaking for me per se. If you cheat, we have a bond, and you cheat, then there's no rules anymore. You broke all the rules. You totally said, you know what, it's okay, willy-nilly it.
Okay,
You opened, in other words, you opened the relationship up.
Right.
I have
okay,
a question.
but
I think I have a very good question. Like we said, there's different forms of cheating. But my question is for Steph.
Go ahead.
So,
Ask me some questions.
so your significant other cheated sexually.
Okay.
Okay. Boom. Your significant other didn't cheat sexually, but they cheated emotionally.
Okay.
Would your decision be different depending on the situation?
I
You think they
definitely would feel like that. I would feel.
You think
I
you
would
could stay with
definitely-
them?
Yes.
If it was like an
it was
emotional
only
cheat?
if you didn't go outside physically.
Physically.
Yes. Sexually, physically.
But you think there's an emotional cheat? You can cheat emotionally?
Yes, I do.
But you think you could take them back faster
Yes.
if they cheated emotionally?
Definitely.
This is a homage beat.